What's going on, guys?
Welcome back to another video.
So we are back at it again with another life update, specifically with Janiece's fertility journey. This morning, well, not this morning, early afternoon, we went to her GYN. She had an appointment for an ultrasound, got the ultrasound done, trying to figure out what's going on down there, what's the pain and discomfort and all that. Yeah, they found some stuff. I'm gonna let you talk the rest of the time and let them know what's going on and whatnot.
So, I'm sorry, I'm so distracted because Boop looks so cute in the viewfinder. Look at him, he looks like a little teddy bear. We got the ultrasound done. Well, I got the ultrasound done. Pretty much what they told me was that my uterus is in a good place, but my ovaries are literally like tangled. One ovary is behind the uterus, one ovary is in front of the uterus, and it's just a mess. And I have cysts growing on both of my ovaries, so that's obviously not good. I think of the cysts were I forgot the name of it. What kind of cyst?
You only have two.
No, there's another one.
No, she said there's two there. She said one might be something and then the other one might be an endometrioma.
Because I thought she said there was another one that they couldn't see.
I don't remember hearing that. I could be wrong, but I think she said one of them is endometrioma and the other one could possibly be an endometrioma as well, but she's not sure yet. Like, okay. They can't really tell, just maybe that's what she was talking about. They can't see that one, that well. I don't know. Yeah,
there was one that wasn't able to be seen, and I'm not gonna lie, I think it's because I was in a lot of pain during the ultrasound. Like, the technician was just like, basically, she's like, I don't want to hurt you anymore. Like, I have whatever I need. Like, we'll just work with what we got. So I have to be sent to to get an MRI done, which sucks. I just got an MRI done literally like not even 2 weeks ago.
And we drove an hour away for that MRI just for it to be the same type of MRI that we could have gotten like 10 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
So they gave me a paper to get an MRI done of my pelvic area, and then it's with and without contrast, just so they know what they're getting them into, what they're getting themselves into before they go ahead and do surgery. So surgery obviously is a requirement just because of those hemorrhaging cysts, or the I know there's cysts filled with like blood vessels or blood that like is clumped together.
That's the endometrioma one.
Right, that's the endometrioma. So those, like, they don't go away on their own. You had to remove them. So unfortunately, yeah, I do have to get surgery. We were kind of going into this like, oh, well, maybe I don't have to get surgery, whatever. But yeah, I do have to get surgery. I have to remove that. But what I'm happy about is that this time around, the things that weren't done previously, I feel like this time maybe it can help me like not get surgery for a longer period of time, because they're going to like spray something that like prevents cysts from growing. I don't really know what it is. I didn't really ask a lot of questions about it, and they said it was kind of like a new technology, so that's kind of interesting. Also, they can put like my ovaries back to where they need to be, which I don't think that was done last time, and I just think that that's actually awesome. Hopefully it's gonna help me feel better, and it really should.
I was gonna say it should. I would hope it makes you feel better.
I just remember in my last surgery, after, I felt like a whole different person. Ever since then, like after like 2-3 years, like I started to notice my body revert back to its old like horrible feelings, and like this is kind of the worst I've been feeling, and I knew it. I was just like, my body's went right back to how it used to be, and it's not okay. And I knew it. Like, I kind of knew, like, based off of how I was feeling. So yeah, I pretty much was right. But I really hope that with this surgery, I feel 10 times better and I can have my babies, because that's what's most important. They also said that I can do like something where they can like tie.
Yeah, they basically said so that the ovaries don't get tangled again, like the tubes and stuff like that. What they'll do is they'll basically tie them down, and it'll keep them in place from ever like moving again.
Yeah.
So I thought that was actually a really good idea. Not sure if they said that they're gonna do that for certain. I don't remember really what she said. I don't know if that like depends on the severity of what it looks like down there. Basically what she said was that it looks like it's a mess down there, and they got to do some cleaning up and get rid of those cysts. And yeah, she's very informative on what she was talking about, and she gave a detailed breakdown of everything they would do and whatnot, along with like the dye test where they, oh, that was another thing. She said your tubes and all that. She said the tubes look good. So she said, as of right now, the tubes don't look like there's anything wrong with them, which is great for fertility stuff.
Well, which is great for me getting pregnant on my own without IVF.
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah, so it looks like they just got to do some cleaning up down there and remove some of the cysts, well, all of the cysts. To me, if you ask me, I feel like this is a repeat of what we went through 4 years ago, removing the cysts, cleaning up what's going on down there, and I just hope that obviously you feel way better when you're done with the surgery, because last time you felt great.
I did.
So hopefully this is the same thing, and maybe you'll be able to get pregnant quick. Who knows?
Yeah, I do feel like this time around is gonna be a lot more different, just because back then, like, I didn't really care about getting pregnant because I was literally like 22.
Yeah, no, that wasn't in our plans.
Right,
it wasn't. But now it is. We're getting old.
Yeah, I know. Now things are crazy different. So like, I just want to have a kid so bad, and I was just sitting here racking my brain on like, why not? And I really think that this is like showing why not. Like, there's no way.
It could be.
Yeah, like there's, I mean, obviously God can work miracles. It's been done before, but I'm just saying, like, in a scientific point of view, like the way my ovaries are right now, it's like, well, there it is. Like, this is why, like, you know, it's not happening for you.
It could be the cysts that are preventing her from getting pregnant. It could be that they're tangled. It could be numerous things down there, because like she said, it's a mess down there. Or again, it could revert. It could be me. You know, it could be me. I'm the problem. A lot of you guys mentioned that in the our last video that we spoke about. Why don't I go get tested while we're doing all this waiting and all that? And you guys are right, I could do that, you know? But we're just looking at like all possibilities as to why, you know, we haven't gotten pregnant yet. Like I said, it could be me, or it could be what's going on down there.
I just feel like, yeah, like, you getting tested is such a like small little like,
hey, that's easy. That's like, yeah, that's like a
quick
speck off the sheet of like, you know, this is more important, you know what I mean? Not saying that I don't need to get tested. I can 100% go, and I should get tested. And like I said, you guys were right about that. But this is what's more serious, because this isn't just about getting pregnant. This is also for her about, you know,
my health,
her feeling better, her feeling okay.
And not even that. This is gonna be what takes the most time and effort to go through, because there's a lot of steps that go into this process. I am grateful that this would be my second time around, so I kind of know already what to expect. So right now the steps are, we have to do an MRI with and without contrast, just so they know what they're getting themselves into before doing the surgery, as well as they're gonna find out what that other ovary is. So that's
other ovary.
I mean, other cyst, sorry.
So you got 3?
No, imagine. But yeah, what the other cyst is. And then also they did a blood test. They drew my blood today, and they did that test just to make sure like I don't have ovarian cancer.
Ovarian cancer and colon cancer. And she said that she's not worried about that. The doctors, you know, she's not worried about that. It's more so like they have to do those type of tests before doing a surgery like this. Like, it's mandatory. So
yeah,
we get that. A lot of you guys mentioned too in the last video that why don't we just go to an endometriosis specialist? We are. This is an endometriosis specialist. This is someone obviously that knows what they're doing and whatnot. We're not just going to a typical, you know, GYN. We're someone that specializes in this is what's, you know, putting in their opinion.
I mean, I'm not sure if this doctor is like a legit like has that like title of like endo specialist, but I know that this doctor knows what they're doing. I've seen
he has the work to back it up.
Yeah, I've literally seen all of the surgeries. I did so much research on the best doctor to go to in my area, and yeah, this is kind of just like what I've gathered from my research. And you know, I've been going to this doctor for 2 years, so I'm just like, they're very, very informative with everything. So I'm just like ready to do this so that I can have my babies, honestly.
Yeah. So like we said, these are specialists. We're not just going to a regular, you know, doctor or whatever. I know you guys had commented that before. So yeah, we're not going to a regular person. This is someone that's, you know, like we said, specializes in this, has history of this. They know what they're doing. But I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
We talked about the blood work. We talked about the ultrasound. What?
So knowing that I had to get an ultrasound done, we do have a lot of plans coming up.
Oh yeah, so
travel-wise.
That's what's making this kind of overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because starting in June, we're gonna be traveling for like 6 months straight. You know, it's not every single day for 6 months straight we're gonna be traveling. It's not like that. But like in June we're gonna be traveling. July we like, it's just different events and stuff we have to go to. Hopefully this can be resolved before we start traveling in June. If not, it is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, this is more important than anything else. So we'll go based off of that. But it's gonna look like a a crazy eventful summer.
I know. So once we got home from the appointment, I right away called to set up an appointment for that MRI, because I'm just like, I know how long these things take, and the soonest date they gave us was May 27th, which is
Yeah, no, that's way too far out.
Yeah,
that's way too far out.
It's crazy. It's his mom's birthday.
Yeah, it is. That was the first thing I thought about. I was like, my mom's birthday?
Yeah, I thought the same thing, and I was just like, bro, it ain't no way. So I was just like, is there any way that you can see if they have anything sooner in other places?
And they did.
They did, but it's like an hour away.
Yeah, it's a different location. It's farther away, but I mean, we drove a while for the other one. We'll drive a while for this one just so it gets done sooner. Yeah, that's a couple of weeks out. That's like 2 weeks out from now versus more than a month. That's everything, right?
Yeah, that's everything.
I keep trying to make a checklist in my head. I'm like, is that everything? Is that everything? Do we have to tell you guys anything more?
I think that's it.
No, that's it. We told them about the blood test. We told them about the ultrasound. We told them about the future surgery plan. We told them about the traveling. Yeah, you guys know our whole life.
For real.
That's that.
Honestly, like.
So, again, this is another just like life update, fertility journey type of video. You know how we like to keep you guys in the update. A lot of you guys have been rooting for us to get pregnant and whatnot. Again, that is to come, you know, God willing, but first and foremost is her health. So once we get her health in check first, everything else will follow. It's just, it's the best way to go about it, and that's just the way it is, honestly.
After this is done, my hopes will be high. It's gonna be
okay, so let's plan it like this. Ready? So if you get the surgery, let's say beginning of June, you'll be recovered by, let's say, first week of July.
No, what?
Right?
First week of July?
Yes, because she said recovery is not that bad. Like time wise, she said you could be uncomfortable for like a month and a half, but she said you'll be walking around fine within like even a week.
She said 4 to 6 weeks. What the hell is that?
I think our espresso machine is trying to like off itself. I don't know.
Is that?
I hope it is. So yeah,
Okay.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, you'll be good after a month.
Stop.
July, so that means we start trying, which means you should be announcing your pregnancy mid-August, beginning of September.
From your mouth to God's ears. Okay,
yes.
anyways.
So you will get pregnant this year. We're putting it out there. You will get pregnant.
Oh, I know.
You will get pregnant this year.
Because I'm not playing no games.
Okay. With all that being said, guys, we hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If y'all did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. Comment down below if you guys have experienced anything like this before, your opinions, your advice, and I will end up getting myself tested, because I know you guys keep talking about that, like, oh, it's crazy he hasn't gotten himself tested. But again, it's not just about me. It's more so how she feels and her health. That's what's more important. The pregnancy follows afterwards. That's
Yeah,
not
go get tested.
That's not, the pregnancy isn't our major, it's not our first concern. It's her health. Pregnancy is after. I'll go get tested. Don't worry, your boy will get that done. And yeah, with all that being said, we'll see y'all in the next video.